Alright guys, in today's video I'm going to show you the bag that I take with me hunting. I'm going to rush through this. I'm going to try and not make a very long, boring video, but just show you quickly the contents in the bag. Let's start out with the bag. This is a Tasmanian Tiger TT mission bag. They say it's a 32 liter. It doesn't seem that big. That's what they say. Internal frame pack, fully adjustable straps all over the place. I like this better than a lot of the other tactical bags out there because it's a little bit more supple. I don't think it's that 1,000 denier nylon or whatever, but it is a lot more comfortable to carry. On the outside of the bag, I keep a axe or a tomahawk. Right now I've got this Wetterling's axe, and I just kind of loop it through right here, and it's always ready to be pulled out. Use the axe for processing game and also for firewood, warm yourself up. We'll start on this outside pocket on the top. I use this area to keep my survival type gear. Now, most of the time I'm hunting, I'm not extremely remote, and I'm usually within a mile or two of a house or a farm, so I don't need a lot of gear to sustain days and days out in the wilderness. Typically, if I walk for a mile, I'm going to come to a major road or a highway or something like that. I'm usually hunting in farmers' fields. I like to have survival gear on me anyways. So to open it up, we have a little tiny survival pouch. On the outside, I've got some duct tape. And this is a Maxpedition pocket organizer. Matches, they light anywhere, the kind that you can light underwater in a waterproof container. I've got some snare wire, a backup blade, a little magnesium block with a ferrocerium rod on it, and I've got this little clip light that clips to the brim of your light, or you can stick in a pocket, and also another little flashlight. This is the Streamlight Keymate, a little too big for your keychain, I think, but it makes a really good little light for a kit such as this. Also, I keep a few Ziploc bags, a kitchen bag, and a map of the area that I am in. Yeah, that's about it for this little pouch. Keep a life straw in here. Keep a little fire tin, just an Altoids tin with some steel wool, dryer lint. I have some char cloth and some char wood in here. Also, if I need to, I could use this to make more charred material with a handkerchief or whatever. I have an emergency space blanket, film canister with dryer lint, a small paracord bracelet. I don't need much rope for when I'm hunting because usually I can load the animal straight into my truck after I process it and field dress it. But if I know that I'm going to be out in a coulee or somewhere deeper, I might actually have to drag the animal out, then I will carry some rope with me. And the Light My Fire ferrocerium rod with a striker and a whistle. This is a top quality little product. Throws great sparks, and the striker is nice and sharp, and it has a whistle built into it. A piece of fat wood. Unfortunately, this is Light My Fire fat wood. I don't have trees around me that I can just get this readily, so I actually buy fat wood. But one stick like this can help you start a lot of fires. Right here, I keep a small little flashlight, single AAA battery. And here's a case for spare batteries for my GPS, but I robbed these to put in the microphone that I'm using right now. I have a whistle. This is the Fox 40 Classic, and a signal mirror, and some more batteries for this little light. Moving on to the lower pocket. This pocket is my game processing pocket. That's strictly my processing tools in here. First thing in here is a saw. You can obviously use this for processing wood, but for cutting a rib cage or the pelvis bone in a deer, this thing does a good job. It's either this or this. There's times when your hands are all bloody and wet and slippery. You don't want to be swinging this close to your hands. Sometimes it's better to use this, but both of these tools, I use them equally, I would say. The butt out. I use these. I think they work great. This is the only other backup knife I have in here other than my skinning knife. This is a CRKT No Bother, little tiny fixed blade knife. I had it, so it goes in here. Never really used it, but an extra blade doesn't hurt. This is what I use for my field dressing and often the skinning too. This is the Avalon Piranha, stainless steel surgical blades. I like these because you always have a sharp blade. If this one gets dull, I've got extra blades in here I also have other blades in my bag. So I've got about 10 razor sharp blades that I can use. I haven't actually processed a deer with this yet, but I processed lots of birds, geese, and a few rabbits as well. And these things work really slick. I was a little skeptical at first, but I'm actually a fan. And then I keep some large freezer bags. Obviously these are for other organs that you don't want to discard. The heart, the liver, if you're into eating those things, you're gonna want some bags with you so you can take them with you and keep them clean. And in here, I have a whole bunch of heavy gloves. I believe these are nitrile. And an extra bandana to clean yourself up after. In the main compartment of the bag, I keep my Bushnell. These are the Sport 850 little rangefinder. Obviously, mostly I do bow hunting. Actually, yeah, I'm mostly a bow hunter, so you need a decent rangefinder. That goes on the top there. I have Ichiban with me, just in case I need a little power snack. And then in here, I have this no-name Nalgene bottle holder, and it keeps my GSI stainless steel nesting cup and a Nalgene bottle. I always carry an extra set of insulated leather gloves, an extra toque or a beanie, and another handkerchief. In the back pocket, I keep an extra trigger release for my bow. I one time had a beautiful buck come into sight. He was about 30 yards away. I couldn't find my trigger. I shot with just my fingers, and it was the worst flight path I've ever seen an arrow take. From that day on, I swore I'd always keep an extra trigger with me. So this is always in my bag as a backup. In this little pouch, I have again, more latex gloves, as well as all my hunting tags and my licenses, they all go in here. And then I have another map of the area. This has all the different hunting zones, so you can use this in conjunction with your regulations and find out exactly where you are, what zone you're in, and it's always good to have maps of your area. And then in this pocket right here, the only thing I have in it is more Avalon razor blades. And that's it. That's all I really carry with me while hunting. I mentioned before that if I am going to be in a coulee or somewhere where I'm going to have to haul out large game, I will carry a rope with me. I'll often throw a few more extra snacks in here. And there is room in this pack for a hydration bladder. I don't ever wear them. If I was in some type of a running sport or something maybe, but if you're hunting, I think hydration bladders are kind of a joke, in my opinion. But really good bag, fully adjustable straps. Oh, I forgot. These two side pockets on this waist pouch. This waist pouch is totally removable. On the left side here, I keep my GPS unit. And this is just a Magellan 310 Explorist. I got it like used for like 80 bucks, so I thought it was sweet. And then I made a paracord lanyard, so I've got extra cordage there as well. On the other hip pocket, or waist pocket I should say, I just keep another set of gloves. These are tactile gloves, mostly just if I'm working. A lot of times when I'm skinning or something like that, or if it's raining, nice to have some extra gloves. Give you good grip when you're processing firewood and stuff like this. And it's an empty pocket, you may as well put a small pair of gloves in there. Oh, there you go guys, that's pretty much my little tiny kit that I take with me hunting. Like I said, I'm typically just out in a farmer's field. I'm not remote. This isn't epic elk hunting in Colorado or sheep hunting in the Rocky Mountains. That would be a completely different pack, and this stuff would barely be the start of that. So I hope you enjoyed today's video. Thanks for watching. Cheers.